Northern California, the Bay Area. That's the site for the Cavaliers. And someone who makes a huge impact across the board, Scottie Barnes, set to do it all as they wind up for action from the Chase Center in San Francisco. Let's go. Cavs, Warriors. Go. Coming up next. It'll be the Warriors off the tip. A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Barnes is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Butler. Then it's Stephon Castle. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. Now here's Klingon. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Graham. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We chatted about Scottie Barnes. In terms of the game plan, coach told me they plan to give Scottie extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute." BA, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Banchero. Pass to Greer. Now Klingon. Shot clock at 6. Here's Greer. Butler covering. Greer, no good. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. With the crossover, and it's Castle laying it in.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Here's Greer. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Legs talking about Trey Murphy. Just how good can he become?
Well, his improvement has really been something to watch, B.A. He's a talented scorer and shooter who also does a great job moving the ball. And the scary thing is he has more room to improve.
Barnes passes to Reed. Outside Butler. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Knocks it down from distance.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
Pass to Clingan. And here's Banchero. It's stolen by Barnes. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And here's Clingan, covered by Ingram. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. The three from Banchero. Pass to Greer. 6 on the shot clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Jimmy Butler.
Man, the defender really went after him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he drops the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Greg.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
And it's Butler with the jam.
You see how effective Butler is driving inside. The combination of muscle and athleticism is tough to stop.
Greer, pass to Hartenstein. Clingan inside, covered by Ingram. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. He has 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now here's Castle. Softly drops in the floater. Castle's gotten his second bucket.
And for a guard, Castle loves to take his game in deep and challenge those bigger defenders.
Barnes against Banchero. Here's Greer. And Butler with the block. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. They get it back. The kick out to Banchero. Another shot. The shot's good.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Castle outside. The steal. Pass to Hartenstein. Inside. Banchero against Ingram. Banchero no good. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. They trail by 1. Now here's Ingram. Barnes finds Castle. Cleveland working the ball around now. Outside for Ingram. 5 on the clock. Off target with the 3. Golden State has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc to the middle. It's stolen by Ingram. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there for the Cavaliers. Ayton with it. Hardaway on the wing. He's guarded by Hero. Fires for three. Hardaway, no good. The Cavaliers leading. Now here's Thomas. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
And Ayton with the stuff.
You're sticking it to them inside. Good luck throwing Ayton off when he attacks like this.
Now here's Thomas. Hero scanning the floor. Here's Carter, and that's good. His first bucket of the game. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Smart passes to Johnson. Pass to Ayton. Oh, nice D from Carter.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Here's Hero. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Oh, Hero definitely has some tricks up his sleeve.
Warriors trail by 3. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Guys, back to you.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
You don't have to ask Hardaway twice. If the shot's available, he'll take it.
Bay inside. Johnson on him. Bay outside. 5 to shoot. The shot comes out. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Warriors have got 6 of 14 in so far. Pass to Watson. And there's a 3-second violation. For Cleveland, they've got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Now Hero. And stolen by Hardaway. The finish! And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
And the slam from Hardaway Jr. Can't forget about his athleticism.
The leg's a solid career for Tim Hardaway Jr. as a floor-spacing wing.
Well, he's been a double-digit scorer in this league for a decade, B.A. He's been a key contributor for multiple playoff teams, and he is at peace with his game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Golden State has gone 2 of 5 from deep, and Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Will grant for a late first-round pick. Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A., he's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
Now here's Watson. He's guarded by Claxton. Smart for 3. And Bay pulls it down. And so it's Bay who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And there's the drive. And the dunk by Bay.
Yeah, off the bounce, Bay gets downhill and delivers.
And here's Smart. No points yet. Pass to Johnson. Hardaway with a screen on Hero. Johnson finds Ayton. Smart outside. Clock at 6. Johnson for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. 27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Down low. Here's Carter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
Outside Hardaway. Ayton, a screen on Hero. Hardaway from outside. Drains the triple. Hardaway's got 8 points. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Cleveland on top. They lead by 1. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
All right, on the floor for Cleveland, getting going in the second. Jimmy Butler out there with Stephon Castle. Then it's Brandon Ingram. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's Claxton in at the 5, down low. Here's Greer. Back to Banchero. Over Barnes. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And Cleveland shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. Claxton, a screen on Banchero. Barnes, no good. The Warriors trailing. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. And the Warriors making a change here. Klingen's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Naz Reid's checked in for Claxton. And here comes Cleveland. Outside Ingram. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 14 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Banchero delivers inside.
Using all that size in close, Banchero, he understands his strengths on offense.
And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
Well, it's a miracle that pass wasn't picked off. Instead, it goes out of bounds.
Here's Ingram. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. To the paint. In transition, here come the Warriors.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
Castle on the wing. Back to Barnes. Pass to Butler. Jacks up a 3. And Klingen pulls it down. The Warriors lead by 3. To the inside. Stolen by Reid. They've got numbers. Here's Barnes. Castle, the open look. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Castle's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And good to see Castle capitalizing from the mid-range. He knows he needs to keep hitting these shots.
Takes a 3. That shot missing. For Cleveland, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. And Klingen pulls it down. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Hartenstein. Banked it in off the glass. Hartenstein's got his first basket.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, one thing's certain about Donovan Klingen. He is going to be a defensive menace for years to come, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he is a 7'2" monster, and he casts a long shadow in the paint. And for his size, he has the agility to hold up better than most centers further out. Three
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Castle. Kicks it out to Barnes. Six to shoot. Ingram against Banchero. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for the Warriors. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
To the middle. A slam dunk by Reed.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Down low. And that one's good. Greer. And the Warriors lead by 5.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Now Castle. He's got 6. Outside for Ingram. Reed sets a screen. The 3. They get the rebound. Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And some extra effort from Butler on the glass. He wasn't going to quit on that possession.
Here's Greer. Butler covering. Hartenstein passes to Banchero. Hartenstein a screen. This one for 3. Pass to Klingon. Now Banchero. Goes back up. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Now Barnes, guarded by Klingon. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, a nice slam by the swingman Barnes. His athleticism is his greatest strength.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave the team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Reed. Sadiq Bey comes in for Barnes. Thomas, he's checked in for Castle. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Jimmy Butler. The shot by Johnson, no good. Cleveland has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here's Bey. Hero outside. Up top Carter. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. From the arc. Hero, no good. The Warriors leading. To the paint. And stolen by Bey. Hero outside. Back to Bey. Cleveland working the ball around now. And there's Hero on the assist by Carter.
You got to do more than that to stop Hero. He's superb at staying under control.
Here's Greer. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Hardaway. To end the cold spell. And Ayton with the stuff.
And he's got such great hands. Ayton corrals rebounds and doesn't lose his touch on follow-ups.
Back to Hero. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Now here's Ayton. For 3, Hardaway. Rebounded by Ingram.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Thomas outside. Launches it. That has to be encouraging. Sinking one after missing his first 5.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
Here's Greer. He's guarded by Hero. A minute 58 left in the half. Greer, no good. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Hardaway with it, and it's Thomas picking him up. The offensive rebound. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
Ingram against Johnson. Pass to Greer. 1:14 left in the first half. Oh, a special move before that shot. Greer's got his second basket of the night.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Releases, and he drains the quick shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. Golden State has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Inside. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Ayton's got 8 points.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Hero outside. Here's the 3. Hero with another miss. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient to the inside. And that one's good. Greer's got 6 points in the quarter.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Johnson against Ingram. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Warriors on top. They lead by a bucket. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm with Coach Kerr. After that first quarter, how would you rate the second?
Yeah, much better. That looked much more like us. We were more under control, allowed our defense to play in the half court because we were getting better offensive possession.
The team really settled in. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Castle with it. We've got Klingon. He's out there with Paolo Banchero. Trey Murphy out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Greer in at the point. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Stolen by Reed. In transition, here comes Cleveland. Here's Castle. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, Castle got out in transition and ends up getting trusted with finishing the fast break, which he does.
And Caro outside. It's Hartenstein, high post. Pass to Banchero. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Butler.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making this.
Yep, that one goes.
What an agile attack by Barnes. I mean, he really outworked the defense.
Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Well, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, B.A. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion.
And that one is hammered home.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Now here's Butler. He's got 7. Lets the 3 fly. The Warriors pull it in. Klingen's got 4 rebounds in the game. Banchero against Butler. Pass to Klingen. Here's Greer, covered by Ingram. And yep, it's good. Greer's got 10 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Checked in for the Warriors. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Claxton's checked in. Castle outside. Outside Ingram. Outside Butler. Just 5 to shoot. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
The Warriors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Out to the wing. It's stolen by Barnes. Here they come with numbers in transition. Here's Castle. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Well, his scoring ability is why this game is all tied up. A few more key possessions like that, and they could start to pull away.
Now here's Smart. No made baskets yet. To the paint. Klingen takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And the Warriors lead by 2.
And Klingen just owns the middle.
Butler passes to Claxton. Cleveland working the ball around now. Ingram on the wing. Guarded by Banchero. Shot clock at 5. Banchero against Ingram. Claxton passes to Ingram. That one falls.
A go-to score. Love seeing Ingram take punishment and fight his way through it.
First team foul.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Brandon Ingram at the line for 1.
What's up?
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And Legs is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis, they stand out to me as well.
First team all defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
And he knocks down the first one. Tim, with his agility and that 7'3" wingspan, Scotty Barnes can guard virtually anyone.
Well, because he's got the combination, Brian, of lateral quickness and physicality. He is great at the point of attack and fighting through screens. Just a top-shelf defender.
Thomas, he's checked in for Ingram. Here's Banchero, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Scotty Barnes on the receiving end of that one.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250, Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
The free throw drops for Banchero.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Castle. Outside Butler. Ooh, JB, look out.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
Here's Klingon. And here's Smart. Yet to see a basket. Lets it go from deep. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Butler. And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That'll be a second foul of the game. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Bay, he's checked in for the Cavs. Tyler Hero comes in for Butler. The Warriors have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Banchero outside. Pass to Smart. Johnson against Bay. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Whenever it's Johnson slamming it, we can feel it over here.
Now here's Barnes, guarded by Banchero. Barnes passes to Hero. Barnes a screen. Three-pointer. And there's Hero on the assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
Outside Watson. Pass to Aiden. Here's Hardaway. He's guarded by Hero. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from the line. And that's good for 2. Hardaway's got 10.
The midi went down easy for Hardaway Jr.
Down low. Hero with the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Assertive move. You could tell the game's heating up a bit.
Hero against Hardaway. Outside Johnson. There's the triple. Sinks the tray. He's got 5.
I like Johnson's focus at the perimeter. He's pretty careful about when he shoots the 3.
Now Hero. He's got 13. And Cleveland another 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Up top, Aiden. Outside Watson. For 3, Hardaway. And Bay pulls it down. Cleveland leading by 3. To the middle. The fader. And that one's long. The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
And Smart has always been a good passer, but in recent years, he's really honed in on his playmaking abilities.
Claxton finds Hero. Back to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Now here's Hardaway. He's got 10. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And obviously, we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
Naz Reid's checked in for Cleveland. Reid, a screen on Johnson. Johnson against Thomas. Kicks it to Hero. Shoots over Ayton. Hero, no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Golden State. 1:19 left in the third. Pass to Ayton for the lead. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Fires away from way outside. Reid with the rebound. Reid's got 4 rebounds in the game. Thomas passes to Claxton, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Peyton Watson.
And that's a clever foul choice. I mean, cuts off the dunk and sends him to the strike.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And the Warriors make some changes. Klingon comes in for Ayton, and Banchero subbed in for Hardaway. Brandon Ingram is checked in for the Cavaliers. And both free throws good for Claxton. Warriors trail by 3. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter here. Thomas against Johnson. From the high post. And there's another one for the Warriors.
Yeah, not the easiest shot. Johnson not afraid of a challenge.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. And Claxton throws it down.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Here's Greer. He's got 10. Soft touch off the glass. Greer's got 12. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. That one no good. Tyler Hero has been on display for the Cavaliers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor for the Cavaliers. We've got Brandon Ingram. Butler out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Castle in at the shooting guard position. The Cavs trailing. Castle outside. Pass to Ingram from the elbow, and there it is for him.
Nice touch from the mid-range. Ingram looking confident, rising up and shooting from there.
Banchero outside. And here's Klingon. And Hero comes to help. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It will be a redraw.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. And that one's good. Ingram.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And just turns it over in one of the most irritating ways possible. I mean, what was that?
Yeah, that's just a lack of concentration. You have to be more careful handling the basketball.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Now here's Butler. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Grant?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time, but what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
Both good from the line that time.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
And Hartenstein gets it to go.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, regardless of the outcome, they should be proud of how hard they played.
Now here's Butler. And here's Ingram. Outside, Cleveland again missing. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Greer, pass to Hartenstein. Here's Greer. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Launches a 3. No good on the shot. Cleveland leading by 3. Butler on the wing. Puts it up. And another miss by Cleveland. The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's Greer. Butler covering. Here's Klingon. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's now just a 1-point Cleveland lead.
And a high-effort play from Klingon, using his power to overcome the interior defense.
Ingram with the ball. Pass to Barnes. Back to Ingram. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Golden State. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Back to Klingon. Here's Greer. Over Castle. Greer, no good. Now here's Butler. Not a lot of room. Reed for 3. The Warriors pull it in.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Klingon. And here's Banchero. Reed defending. Banchero in the post. Working on Reed. Banchero no good. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Left side, Butler. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. To take the lead. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. That one on Barnes. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well during that last break I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Ingram. Gets the three to fall. Ingram's got 7 points here in the quarter. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Here's Banchero. Down low, Clingan. That's good. And it's Banchero with the assist.
First, Clingan screens the defender out of the play and then capitalizes.
Butler finds Reed. Now here's Butler. Pass to Reed from deep. And Cleveland another three.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
The Warriors have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Now here's Banchero. Here's Greer. To the left side wing. From outside the arc. Cavaliers with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Castle. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far.
Yeah, passing is a real skill of Barnes. He will make smart choices with the ball.
Pass to Banchero from behind the arc. They get it back. Now Clingan. 4-3. Kept alive. And finally they hit one. Clingan's got 10 points here in the second half.
And as a rebounder, Clingan is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
Cleveland working the ball around now. And here's Butler outside. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. And the Cavaliers lead by 5. The Warriors have gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Here's Greer. Butler covering. From 15 feet away, here's Banchero. Fires the 3. Cleared away by Reed.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Hero, he's checked in for the Cavaliers.
In for the Cavaliers, number 14, Tyler Hero.
That one goes! Yes, sir!
Yeah, Clingan is a smart player with underrated passing skills, not just a big body out there.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Ingram against Banchero. Outside Reed.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Clock at 6. Butler. Oh, tough work inside from Butler.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
There's a minute 45 left to play in the fourth. outside. Beyond the arc. Barnes with a rebound.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Outside Hero. Now Butler. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Outside Banchero. Owning the post right there.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Butler. Outside Reed. Now Hero. He fires. Banchero pulls it down. And so Banchero will bring it up for Golden State. 8-point game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. For 3. Oh, it's off.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Jimmy, you had it going. How big did that hoop look tonight?
It was pretty big. That's what I pride myself on. My teammates kept giving me the ball even when I didn't want the ball, telling me to score, be aggressive. When you got teammates like that, their confidence is through the roof.
They know who their leader is, no doubt about it. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always,
And out here getting loose, guys going through some drill. The NBA on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brandon Miller out there with Black. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Nance in at the center position. Now here's Hart. Towns sets the pick for Hart. He was all alone on that one. Well, no doubt these players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Shot clock at 6. Adebayo with a screen on Hart. Here's Avdia. And that one comes up a bit short.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Over to the wing. Oh, Nance in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Sweet throwdown on the alley-oop that time by Larry Nance. Love seeing him bounce to ecstasy like that.
Ball, the pass to Lively. Ball sets a screen for Bridges. Over in the corner, Avdia. Cracks in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
It's Miller on the wing. Hart outside. This one for 3. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Hart's got 5.
Well, you love seeing that from Hart. Great exuberance and enthusiasm out there on the court.
Ball kicks to Adebayo. Back to Ball. Shoots over Black. Ball no good. The Celtics with the lead. So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
Austin with the ball. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Nance, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Bridges passes to Adebayo. Some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Ball, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Clark, when you use the word unicorn, a one-of-a-kind player, LaMelo Ball fits the bill for sure.
Yeah, we've had so few point guards north of 6'7", and he's right in that range. And he also shoots it well on high volume from the three-point line. I don't know if there's a guy quite like him in the league at that size with that vision and three-point shooting marksmanship. Oh, my. Baby, 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 Larry Nance. Incredible throwing it down.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Now, here's Ball. Lively with the screen to the inside. And finished off by Lively.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Here's Towns following the score by Houston. The three. And Lively pulls it down.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
I love seeing Adebayo run the floor like this. Fantastic job leaking out and beating everyone to the spot.
Nance, from 6 feet out, he nails it. Nance has got 6 points.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Ball, the pass to Lively. Pass to Bridges. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Drummond's checked in for Nance. Markkanen comes in for Josh Hart. Dun's checked in for Miller. And it's Colin Sexton in for Black. Now here's Markkanen. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. Dunn outside. Off target from three-point range. Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Now, here's Fox. He had 27 points last game. Isaac outside. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Dunn kicks to Sexton. Over Fox. Boston again missing. And so Fox will bring it up for the Rockets. Payne finds Isaac. Here's Fox. He has yet to score inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Hard not to respect how good Fox is in the pick and roll. Excellent at making the pocket pass.
Sexton against Fox. Three-pointer, Markkanen. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Houston leading by 4. Isaac with a screen for Fox. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Sexton has it in the corner. Pass to Towns. Back to Sexton. Now Markkanen, defended by Richard. Dunn misses.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now, here's Hunter. Now, Richard. Pass to Bain. Over Dunn. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Karl Anthony Towns finishing through contact there.
Towns with the steal. Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Dunn. Clock at 6. A 3-ball. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. The Celtics shooting their first free throw tonight.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. George is checked in for Towns. Free throw no good for Dunn.
Yeah, you know, a guy like Chris Dunn has a lot of value and utility in this league. As a matter of fact, we call that value-utility because he's reliable. He's going to get you something in just about every stat category. And he usually elevates the play of others when he's out there.
And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And the first one drops.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
Fox hits them both.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Now, here's Dunn. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for De'Aaron Fox.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
The numbers for De'Aaron Fox. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 23 points a game last year, 6 assists and 5 rebounds. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 1. Pass to Isaac. The three. Fox, no good.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Now done. Following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Payne with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Hunter, no good. The Celtics have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Pass to Markkanen. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Celtics lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
On the court for the Celtics, they've got Miller. Keyshawn George is out there with Nance. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Black in at the 1. So, Clark, when you watch Anthony Black, size, playmaking, defense, a lot to like here.
That is a fact, for sure. The 6th pick in 2023. Shooting was the question mark, still is a bit, but I tell you, that's the one area of the game you've seen over the years. Many players make great strides in refining their shot because of the work they put into it. I don't think he's going to be any different.
Ball, the pass to Adebayo. Loads it up for Adebayo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Miller against Bridges. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Now, here's Ball. His last outing, he had 24 points. Outside, Adebayo. Now, here's Ball. Guarded closer. It's stolen by Nance. And even 3-on-3 break. Oh, Nance in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now, here's Avdia. Outside, Ball. Five on the clock over Miller. Ball, no good. And here's Boston. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Stolen by Avdia. Down low. Here's Adebayo. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus. Makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Boston.
One shot.
And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And here is Bridges. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns, it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? Avdia against Hart. 5 to shoot. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Hart. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Rockets trail by 7. Outside, Ball. Pass to Bridges. There's the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. Hart outside. There's the screen. Outside, Towns. And again, Boston with the triple.
You know, looking at Towns, you really don't expect that kind of range. You better think again, though.
Ball, the pass to Avdia. Here's Adebayo. Houston moving it around. Bridges finds Adebayo. Here's Ball. Back to Adebayo. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Adebayo's got 9 points.
And we talk about Adebayo's awareness. Case in point.
Pass to Towns. And the rejection by Lively. It's out of bounds. Just touched by Lively. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Houston making some changes. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Derek Lively. Bain comes in for Avdia. And it's Fox in for Ball. Boston also with the sub. Sexton, he's checked in for Anthony Black. 4 on the shot clock. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Rockets trail by 5. Here's Fox. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here is Miller. Hart outside. And another miss by Boston.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Richards. A kick out to Bain. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Last outing for the Rockets. It was a loss to the Clippers. Outside, George. On the wing, Miller. He's guarded by Adebayo. Towns, no luck.
I think everybody in the building expected them to make that collective shot.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Kevin, back over to you.
Oh, yeah. He can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allie.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Bridges. He sinks the 11-footer. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Towns. He's got 8. Outside for Sexton. Fox with the steal. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. For the Rockets, Isaac comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Bridges. And then for Boston, Drummond's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Markkanen comes in for Keyshawn George. And it's done in for Hart. On its way from Hunter for 2. Rebound Boston.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now, here's Bane. Coming off 31 points last game. Pass to Richards. On the wing, Isaac. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Isaac's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Celtics making a switch here. Nance is checked in. Rockets leading by 4. Fox feeling it out a bit. Payne for 3. The rebound by Nance. Austin's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. To the middle. Kicks it out to Markkanen to end the cold streak. Drills it from outside. Markkanen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here is Fox. 6 points for him. Richards passes to Bane. In the corner, it's Hunter. Back to Isaac. Shot clock at 5. Houston needs to get a shot. Payne for 3. And nothing seems to work as that one misses, and he's 0 for 5.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So it'll be Larry Nance shooting. That's on DeAndre Hunter. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At 6'9" with that 7'2" wingspan, Nance gives you good size, and we know how explosive he is athletically.
Now, here's Fox. Another miss by Houston. 2 for 1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And stolen by Hunter. Outside, Bane. Here's Fox. Rebound, Boston.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, I really like how Dunn draws these fouls. He's actually excellent at getting defenders to foul him.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. The first one falls.
And no secret here. This is what you need to do with the lead. Hit your free throws, and they're having a great second quarter at the line.
Last outing for Boston, they won that game against the Bulls. Payne finds Hunter. Outside, Avdia. To stop the run. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. Before heading to the locker room, they're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just...
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
41.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle. So
they've had the hot hand from deep. So I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
And now let's Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Larry Nance has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Derek Lively is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Avdia in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Catching the defender just a little bit out of position allowed Black to earn a trip to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
76% from the line a season ago.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line.
Are we calling Anthony Black a guard or point forward at 6'7"? He's got so much size, but I would tend to lean towards him being just a big guard.
To the paint. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. Boston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. Miller finds Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Miller. With the floater. Avdia with the rebound. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Towns. Here's Nance. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Nance has got the game tied up here for Boston.
Again and again, Nance finds points. His points. The defense really has no good answer for his effort on offense so far.
Outside, Adebayo. Back to Avdia. Adebayo with a screen for Avdia. Ball no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Pass to Bridges. He gets that one. Bridges has got 9 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Hart with it. He's got 8. Towns wide open. They grab their own miss. The shot's good from Nance.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Rockets, number 1.
They had such a strong presence in the paint, just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
Here's Ball. Left side, Adebayo. And some nice passing there by Houston. It's stolen by Nance. Pass to Black. Now here's Towns. He's guarded by Adebayo. They now take the lead. He's got 10.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Ball from long range. Rebound, Boston. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Hart. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Boston lead.
You really see Hart's athleticism inside. I mean, he can bounce, he can twist and turn, really good body control. Whatever it takes to score, he usually can make it happen.
And the wide open shot from Avdia. Drains it from beyond the arc. Avdia's got 12.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Rockets making a change here. Richards is checked in. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Boston. Here's Black. It's stolen by Adebayo. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Tries from 7. The rebound by the Celtics. Hart outside. Now Black to the inside. It's tipped. Bridges with it. Now defended by Markkanen. And they're running. Here's Ball. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Rockets lead by 1. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover. Doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Adebayo. Hunter comes in for Avdia. Baines checked in for Bridges. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Ball. And then for Boston, Drummond's checked in for Towns. Chris Dunn comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Sexton in for Black. Pass to Drummond. Here's Miller. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. For Houston, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Now, here's Fox. He has 6. It's hauled in by Dunn. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 1-point game. Great D that time from Bane. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Hunter. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Okay, a chance to check out the numbers for Miller. A very nice season for him last year. He was around 21 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
Sexton against Fox. Markkanen from outside. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here is Bane. Nothing on the board. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Richards. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. To the middle. Here's Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
You know, when Markkanen's in this deep, he should be dunking it every time. I like to see him use his size like that.
On the wing, Fox. Defended by Sexton. And Fox gets it to go.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Inside, here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Rockets trail. Bane with it. To the paint. He's looking for Isaac and finds him. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
Isaac really quick in the pick and roll. Once he sets the screen, he does a nice job rolling quickly and hard to the open space.
Miller dishes to Drummond. He gets it in there. Drummond's got his first 2 points of the night.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Fox against Sexton. Takes the three. Bane, no good. The Celtics have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Miller kicks to Dunn. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Isaac. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 3 assists in the game. Boston trail. Here's Dunn. He has 6. Miller with a screen on Bane. And there it is for him. Dunn's got 8 points.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Down low, here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Outside, Fox. On the wing, Bane. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Rockets lead by 2. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Rockets on top. They lead by a bucket. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Boston. Black is out there with Chris Dunn. Then it's Nance. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Hart the pass to Towns. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
I'd keep going to Towns inside. I mean, it's not complicated. He got awesome touch, plus he's 6'11" and almost 300 lb.
And here's Adebayo outside. The offensive rebound. Here's Avdia. And it's off from 3-point range. The Celtics with the lead. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Pass to Adebayo. On the wing, Bridges. Outside, Ball. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Nance gets the rebound. Nance has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Offensively, that's where he's at his best. When Hart is driving, he's thriving. Putting his head down, going to the rack.
Bridges kicks the ball. Another miss by Houston.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Pass to Black. to Dunn. Hart with the screen for Dunn. Hart outside. From outside, off the mark. It's trailed by 4. Bridges left side. Another miss by Houston. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Now Black. Pass to Towns. It's rebounded by Houston. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Run against Bridges. Now Lively. Back to Ball. And here's Avdia. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Hard against Adebayo. Here's Black. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Black is a strong finisher inside, and he can go either power or finesse, whatever is called for.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Miller, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Now, here's Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Avdia. To stop the Trout.
Since the break, he has really struggled to get going.
Ball, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Black. Ball with the rebound. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. Adebayo with the screen for Bridges. The Rockets again can't hit. Celtics leading by 6. To the inside. Bridges with the steal. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Adebayo. The kick out to Ball. Shoots the 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Miller, the pass to Towns. The jump hook. No good off the back of the rim. The Rockets shooting about 42% so far. And it's Avdia off the drop. Pass to Lively. Ball feeling it out a bit. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves. And the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
That's good from Ball.
You know, with LaMelo, you really have a one-man offense. I mean, there's not much he can't do on this end of the court.
Ball hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Nance outside. Miller inside. He's against Bridges. The shot, no good.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
Ball kicks to Adebayo. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Nance and stolen by Miller. Black in the post. Defended by Avdia. Black, no good. Bridges against Miller. The kick out to Ball. Pass to Lively. Bridges for 3. Rebound Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
The shot's good from Nance.
They are winning this game largely because of his efforts.
Rockets trail by 6. Outside, Ball. Now Lively, covered by Nance. Outside, Ball. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Here's Ball. Here's the 3. A 3-pointer. Good.
I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
Towns a screen on Ball. Towns outside. Lots of room. Rebounded by Lively.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Now Adebayo. It's stolen by Nance. Hart outside. Here's Towns. And there's the dunk.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. He's checked in for Ball. Here's Adebayo. Fox. That does not go. Miller. Oh, and wide open, nails the J.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Here's Lively. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Lively against Nix. Just 4 to shoot. Can't get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. He knew they needed a bucket, and he wasn't going to force things. Great poise that time from Bridges.
Now Towns. Miller surveying the floor. Puts up a 3. No good there. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Houston. A 2-point game. Fox with it. Working on Black. Floats one up. And the crafty layup. Good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Come on. Now Fox. Bridges fires. That doesn't go. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Fox! And he stays with it. Clock at 6. Fox is double. To take the lead. Off target from outside. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Celtics. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Larry Nance.